Today's lesson is about rational function. For rational function, f of x equals ax plus b over cx plus d. Both are linear function. So we will work on the rational function with the linear over linear. Domain, we will set up cx plus d not equal to 0. Solve, you will get x not equal to negative d over c. The vertical asymptote line will be x equals negative d over c. For range, y is not equal to a over c. The coefficients of x will do division. Horizontal asymptote line will be y equals a over c. Try to remember this as a formula. For example, look at the A. F of x equals x minus 4 over 3x minus 2. For the domain, we will set up denominator 3x minus 2 not equal to 0. Cross the river, change of sign. 3x not equal to 2. Then divided by 3. You will get x not equal to 2 over 3. Then for the vertical asymptote line, it will be x equals 2 over 3. For the range, we will write down y is not equal to. Check the coefficient of x. This is 1. This is a 3. So 1 over 3. For the horizontal asymptote line will be y equals 1 over 3. For B, f of x equals negative 4 over 3x minus 2 plus 6. For domain, just check the denominator, 3x minus 2. So 3x minus 2 not equal to 0. We already solve over here. X not equal to 2 over 3. And the vertical asymptote line will be x equals 2 over 3. For the range, y is not equal to. Check the coefficient of x, it will be 0. 0 over 3 will be 0. Then don't forget to add 6. So 0 over 3 plus 6 equals 6. Y is not equal to 6 will be the range. Horizontal asymptote line is y equals 6. For C, your domain is just make a denominator not equal to 0. So x not equal to 2 over 3. The vertical asymptote line is x equals 2 over 3. For the range, y is not equal to. Check the coefficient of x, 1 over 3. Don't forget minus 5. So 1 over 3 minus 5. Use a calculator, you will get y not equal to negative 14 over 3. The horizontal asymptote line is y equals negative 14 over 3. For D, denominator, we set up not equal to 0. Cross the river, change the sign. 2x not equal to 3 divided by 2. X not equal to 3 over 2. Vertical asymptote line will be x equals 3 over 2. For range, y not equal to, just check the coefficient of x, -4/2. -4/2 equals -2. Horizontal asymptote line, y equals -2. Let's go to part 2, number 1. Let g of x equals x over x minus 2. Find vertical asymptote line and a horizontal asymptote line. Vertical asymptote line, we will make a denominator equals 0. Horizontal asymptote line, y equals quotient of coefficient of x. So for A, we will set up x minus 2 equals 0, x equals 2. This is the vertical asymptote line. For horizontal asymptote line, y equals, look at the coefficient. This is 1, this is 1. So you have 1/1 equals 1, y equals 1. Let's go to B, find x-intercept and y-intercept. We do know for x-intercept, we will set up f of x equals 0. If we have ax plus b over cx plus d, we will set up this equals 0. Any fraction equals 0, which means the numerator equals 0. That's the reason when we look for x-intercept, we will make a numerator equals 0. For y-intercept, we will use f of 0 to figure out. Therefore, for x-intercept, we will make numerator equals 0. For y-intercept, we'll make g of 0 equals 0/0 minus 2 equals 0. Let's go to C, g of -1. For every single x turning into -1, so we have -1, -1 minus 2. We will get -1 over -3 equals 1/3. For D, inverse of g of -1. Remember, for the inverse, basically we are looking for x. This is y. So we have y equals -1. We will set up g of x means y. So -1 equals x over x minus 2. Cross multiply. -1 times x minus 2 equals x. Distributive property, -x plus 2 equals x. Then isolating the variable, you will get 2 equals x plus x will be 2x divided by 2. X equals 1. So we have inverse of g of -1 equals 1. Let's go to number 2. Let g of x equals 3x minus 5 over 2x minus 8. Find vertical asymptote line and a horizontal asymptote line. For vertical asymptote line, we will make a denominator equals 0. Then solve. 2x equals 8 divided by 2x equals 4. This is a vertical asymptote line. For horizontal asymptote line, y equals division of coefficient of x, 3/2. For B, find the x-intercept. We will make a numerator equals 0. Then solve. You will get 3x equals 5 divided by 3. X equals 5/3. So we have x-intercept 5/3, 0. This is the x-intercept For y-intercept, we will work on g of 0. Every single x turning to 0. 3 times 0 minus 5. 2 times 0 minus 8. You will get 5 over 8. 0, 5 over 8 is a y-intercept. For say g of 2, every single x turning to 2. 3 times 2 minus 5. 2 times 2 minus 8 equals 6 minus 5, 4 minus 8. 1 over negative 4 equals negative 1 over 4. For D, inverse g of 2, you will get this number is y. So we get y equals 2. G of x is y. Therefore, we can get 2 equals 3x minus 5, 2x minus 8. Cross multiply. 2 times 2x minus 8 equals 3x minus 5. Distributive property 4x minus 16 equals 3x minus 5. Isolate the variable on one side. So minus 3 both sides and add 16 both sides. You will get x equals positive 16 minus 5 is 11. Conclusion, inverse of g of 2 equals 11. Let's go to number 3. Let g of x equals negative 1 over x minus 7 plus 6. Find vertical asymptote line and a horizontal asymptote line. For the vertical asymptote line, the denominator is x minus 7. So set up this equals 0. X equals 7. For horizontal asymptote line, y equals the division of coefficients of x. This is 0x minus 1. So we have 0 over 1. This is 1. Then plus 6. You will get 6. Y equals 6 is a horizontal asymptote line. Let's go to B. Find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. For x-intercept, since this form is not ax plus b over cx plus d form, you cannot use this formula to figure out the x-intercept. We go to use the general form, that is f of x equals 0. In this problem, we got to use g of x equals 0 to figure out this x-intercept. Negative 1, x minus 7 plus 6 equals 0. Then isolate this rational part. We have negative 1 over x minus 7 equals negative 6. Then cross multiply. Negative 6 times x minus 7 equals negative 1. Then distributive property, you will get negative 6x plus 42 equals negative 1. Isolate the variable. Negative 6x equals negative 43. Divided by negative 6. X equals 43 over 6. This is the x-intercept. For y-intercept, we will use g of 0. You will get negative 1 over 0 minus 7 plus 6. 1 over 7 plus 6. Using graphing calculator, you will get 43 over 7. Let's go to C. G of 8. Every single x change into 8. -1 over 8 minus 7 plus 6. That is -1 plus 6 equals 5. For D, inverse G of 8. Inverse function, this is y. Y equals 8. So we set up 8 equals -1 over x minus 7 plus 6. Isolate this fraction part so that we can do cross multiply. 8 minus 6, that is 2. -1 over x minus 7. Cross multiply. 2 times x minus 7 equals -1. Distributive property. 2x minus 14 equals -1. Isolate the variable. 2x equals 13. Then divided by 2. X equals 13 over 2. Therefore, inverse G of 8 equals 13 over 2.